all so much for clicking on this video. My name is Kela Trishaan and I make videos on lifestyle, womanhood, and mental health. So if those are some things that interest you, go on ahead and click on that subscribe button below and be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. So in today's video, I'm going to be focused more on mental health, specifically how I've used decluttering different areas of my home and life to create better mental health and ease my anxiety. So if this is something that you're struggling with or you're just looking for some tips from someone else's perspective, go on ahead and stay tuned and I will give you the tips that have helped me. Okay, so the first area of my home that I decluttered was my clothing and shoes. I have a habit of just collecting items, and I can't tell you how many times I've purchased clothing and shoes that, one, I never really had a place to wear it to, or two, I try it on, it doesn't really fit, and I never return it. So I end up with that kind of cliche closet where you have so many clothes but you feel like you have nothing to wear. So what I've had to really do is get comfortable with getting rid of items. I don't know why, but like for a long time I didn't want to throw anything away just because I'm thinking, well, I might need it for an occasion, or you know, these shoes are really cute, when in actuality I know I'm not going to ever really wear them and I don't have anywhere in the near future that I'm going to need these items. So what I've had to do is just get real with myself and go through the clothing and just literally remove items that don't fit well, that are out of style, that just aren't my style anymore, and either give them away, trash them if they're not worth it, or sell them. So this has really just helped me overall. It's way easier to get dressed because I know exactly what I have. I know exactly what needs to be cleaned, exactly what I need to add to my wardrobe, this, that, and the third. And also I feel like I'm able to create more outfits because I can see everything. So it forces me to be more creative. So if you have a problem with hoarding clothes and shoes, maybe consider going through your closet, going through your drawers, and really just only keeping the items that you know you're gonna wear and that you know you can create several outfits with. Okay, the second tip that I have is to clear out your hair products, and beauty products. I used to buy every new hairstyling product that came out on the market. It didn't matter if I already had a sink full, like under my sink full or cabinet full of products, I would still buy like all kinds of things to try. One thing about it is it was super expensive. I would be in the beauty supply and I'd go in there just intending on buying a couple of things, and I would come out $50 to $60 in the hole. And this was like a weekly thing. And we all know some hair products are more expensive than others, and I really didn't have a cap on how much I was going to spend. So what ended up happening is I had all of these products that I didn't even end up getting a chance to use because they would go bad by the time I got to it, or I would open it, but because I had so much other stuff, going on, so much other stuff opened, I didn't use it as long as I should, and by the time I got to it, it expired. So if that is something that you're struggling with, first off, it can be really frustrating trying to go through your hair products or your beauty products trying to find something, and you have so much stuff to sift through that you end up just settling on a product that you didn't really want to use, and then later on while you're cleaning then you find the item that you actually wanted to use. It could just be a big mess. So my suggestion on that is just to buy only what you need, because the items do typically expire once you open them, and it'll be easier for you to just have items that you're for sure going to use, and you'll be able to see what you have, so when it's time to re-up, you're not overbuying or underbuying a product that you really like. Okay, so the third item that I have had to learn to just be smarter about is food. I come from a large family. I have a bunch of siblings, and when we went to the grocery store, we needed to buy food for a family of 7. Even when I moved out, when I had my first place with roommates, and even when I was living alone, I still purchased food as if I was living with 7 people. And obviously the issue with that is, if I don't know, let's just say for example, you have, perishable items like fruits and milk and stuff like that, I would overbuy it just in case, like just to basically make sure that I had enough. and I would end up having to throw out most of it because me as a single person, I wasn't able to go through it on my own. So what I have learned to do is to only buy what I need. It saves money, and you're not stuck with another task throwing away a bunch of rotten food at the end of the week, month, or whatever. Right now it's just my family of 3, so I just make sure that we have enough to get us through the week. And I made actually a video about grocery shopping specifically, and one of my goals is to buy enough items, perishable, that I'm able to get through the end of the week, because when I get to the end of the week, I want my refrigerator to be empty. That means that I properly use the food that I purchase, nothing's going to waste, and I can truly buy what we need. Okay, so the 4th item that I have kind of downsized on buying so much of is cleaning products. I have this idea that I want my place to be spick and span, but sometimes when it's time to clean, I don't feel like it. So I usually end up, what I try to do is set aside, you know, a day here, a day there to clean. And I try to make sure that I stick to it, but then I also like to try out different products. Now the problem is I'm cleaning a few times a week, but sometimes I've purchased so many things to clean with that, one, by the time I get to them, like, they may just kind of look nasty, so I don't even want to touch them. And then 2, it ends up creating clutter. Like, I have all these cleaning products, but it's creating clutter in my life. And so I've just kind of learned to have, you know, a lot of multi-cleaners. For me, I like Pine Sol, bleach, and stuff like that. These are things that I can use in the kitchen. I can use them in the bathroom. I'll buy like surface cleaners that are okay for multiple surfaces, and then I'll have maybe a couple of other things that are specific to certain rooms. But the biggest thing,
Oh my God.
I'm scared of June bugs, and a big June bug just flew by the window. Don't mind my facial expression. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't even know where I left off on the cleaning products, but basically I'm saying all that to say that now I only buy what I need, so I can make sure that I'm going through these products and that I'm not, same thing with the food, I'm not overbuying and I'm not underbuying. And I try to keep just the items that I know do the job and that will take me through the next grocery store trip. Okay, so the last area of my life that I have felt I needed to declutter was people. Now, I am not saying like just that people are disposable and to just throw people away. I'm not saying that. But as you all probably know by watching several of my videos that you have, I'm really big on mental health, and I'm really big on just kind of keeping the peace. And sometimes that means distancing yourself from or just completely not dealing with certain individuals. For me, I do not discriminate. If it is a family member that constantly makes me feel bad or takes away my peace, I'm not above loving them from afar. If it's somebody who is not in my family that I don't feel like I'm obligated to try to understand, then I'll just completely cut ties. My mental health, and yours too, is more important than pleasing someone else. If you have people that constantly disappoint you, that constantly are mean to you or make you feel bad, don't be afraid to distance yourself. Give that person a chance to grow so you can do you, or if you choose not to deal with that person anymore, then that's completely up to you. But the most important thing is that your mental health was saved from not dealing with said individual. Okay, so those are all of the tips that I have for areas of my life that I've decluttered to help ease my anxiety and put me in a better space. I just feel like when I have a cleaner space and when I have less items to get cluttered, I'm able to think more clearly and I'm able to make better decisions. I feel like it instantly puts me in a better mood. So consider decluttering some of these areas of your life if you are struggling with anxiety. Sometimes it might not even be anxiety, it might just be that your space is full. So yeah, if you have any tips that have helped you to declutter some areas of your life, be sure to leave those in the comments below. If you have not already subscribed and you like my content so far, go on ahead and click on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Make sure to give this video a like if you liked it so I can know to make more content similar. And with that being said, you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. bye.